Today I'm going to share with you guys my top 10 newborn essentials. As new moms, there are so many things out there that we buy or we think we need, we absolutely have to have. There's some things that are super important, and as an almost fourth time mom, I definitely could not live without. And then there are some things out there that are not so important. Having had 3 kids, 25 weeks pregnant with my 4th now, I think I have a pretty good idea of what's needed and what isn't. So here are my top 10 essentials. Number 1 is the crib. Now I will be honest, for some of my kids, I used it more than others. With Erin, she probably only napped in her crib a few times. She started out the night in there a few times. Honestly, I would want to have a crib more than I wouldn't want to have one. My first 2 kids definitely slept in the crib all the time. They didn't sleep in my bed at all. And when Rowan gets here, I want to make sure he becomes very familiar with his crib. So I have this awesome crib from Delta Children. It is, you can see the whole thing, the Skylar 4-in-1 convertible crib. The mattress is adjustable. Right now it's at its highest because when he's a newborn, I really don't want to lean all the way over to put him in the bottom of it. As he gets older, when he can start moving around, sitting up, standing, then I'll lower it down. It does convert into a day bed, it can convert into a toddler bed, and eventually it can be a full-size bed. This is a great crib. I like that it's white, it's very classic. It goes with any decor that I might choose to do in this nursery. So that is my number 1. My number 2, you need some good crib sheets. I've had crib sheets in the past that were really scratchy. When you put the baby down, if they feel cold, it can sometimes startle the baby and make them wake up. So you want to make sure you have a really good crib sheet. I have a muslin crib sheet. This is from Little Unicorn. We are planning to do a woodland theme in the nursery. So this crib sheet has little squirrels and foxes and rabbits and other little woodland animals. I know they have a hedgehog crib sheet that is super cute. That's probably going to be my next purchase. But this is really soft. It is not going to be super cold for the baby's skin, so that will just help him sleep a little better. Number 3 is this awesome thing that I wish I had had for all of my other children. This is the DockATot. This is something that is multi-use. We do co-sleeping because I'm breastfeeding. So while the baby will nap in the crib sometimes at night, at least part of the night, I know he'll be in the bed with me. I wish I had had this for Erin. It has the padded sides. It's supposed to help keep the baby feeling like they're in mama's womb, so they feel safe and secure and sleep longer. So this is really good for safer co-sleeping. You can also put it on the floor if you don't want them, just right on the floor. Put it on the floor, let them lie in it. They can do tummy time in it. Super, super awesome DockATot. This is the deluxe model, so they use this until about 8 months. Then they have bigger ones, the Grand, which is more for Erin's size. But this is what we start out with. Something that's been a huge lifesaver for me, I started baby wearing with Caden when he was a few months old. My neighbor introduced me to baby wearing, and I started learning more about it. Then with Erin, I still wear her, even with my belly. It's getting a little uncomfortable, but she loves her uppies. When she was a baby, a wrap was my best friend. These are not complicated. Some people are afraid that it's gonna be difficult to do. It's actually really easy. Just tie it around yourself, wrap it up, slip baby in, and pull the straps around their back and up over their bottom, and they are so snug. They love to be against mom's body. They get to smell you, they get to hear your heartbeat, and they're super, super close to snacks. So this is a Solly Baby wrap. It is the softest wrap I have ever had. This one is sort of like a tan or a taupe beige, I don't know, with white crosses. You can see that. And then I have another one because, you know, sometimes I like to coordinate with my clothes. This one is a gray and white stripe. So I have 2 of these. I actually recommend keeping one in the house and one in the car. When Erin was little, she did not like to ride in her car seat, like her bucket seat inside the cart. She'd fuss every time. But if I took her out, wrapped her up in this really quick in the parking lot, went into Target, I could spend all the time I wanted in there. Drink my Starbucks, walk around with my baby, she'd fall asleep. This is definitely worth it. And these are pretty inexpensive. My number 4, and I could even say this is number 1, is a white noise machine. I can't show you because Erin is napping right now and she's using it. So at 18 months, she's still using the white noise machine. We discovered that, I think, when she was 4 months. She went through the 4-month sleep regression and I was about to pull my hair out. I read somewhere that a white noise machine worked and I thought, okay, fine, I'll try it. Bought it and it was a life changer. We're actually on our 2nd one now. The first one we had like a dial for volume and it would cut out a little bit. Had to get rid of that one, got a new one, and I turn it on for every nap and I turn it on all night long. She still doesn't sleep all night, of course, but she sleeps much better with the white noise than she would without it. Another thing that I can't show you right now because it's in Erin's room is a nose Frida. And if you've never heard of a nose Frida, it might gross you out to start with. There's a plastic piece that you put right to their nose, and then there's a tube, and then there's a piece that you put in your mouth. And when your baby has a stuffy nose or something in there that you can't get out, you suck, and the pressure from you sucking on that pulls the mucus or the boogers or whatever out of their nose. It sounds gross, but I promise you're not gonna get any of that in your mouth. And it is more effective and more sanitary than those bulb things that you get from the hospital because you can't really clean those well. The nose Frida is cleaned easily. It works way, way better. I've struggled with those nose bulb things and just never could get out what I needed to get out. The nose Frida gets it out. That's something that someone recommended to me for Erin, and I'll admit I didn't even use it for the first couple of months because it grossed me out so bad. I didn't even take it out of the box. And then she got her first cold, and so I tried it, and then I was like, oh, this is it, game changer. Have to have it, have to recommend it to everybody. So get a nose Frida. Next, you have to have a diaper bag. Some people are like, I don't want to carry around a diaper bag. My husband doesn't want to carry around a diaper bag. Here's your solution. You get one that doesn't even look like a diaper bag. This is the Adventure by Mosca, and it's a backpack. So you have these backpack straps. I mean, what man would be too embarrassed to wear a black backpack, right? You have your straps here if you want to hold it this way. It has pockets, 1, 2, 3. And I will show you guys in a separate video what I actually carry in my diaper bag. This comes with a little changing pad, really important for when you're at Target and your baby needs a diaper change. It has these different compartments inside. You can put bottles in here if you want, water bottles for you if you're breastfeeding and don't need bottles. You definitely need to stay hydrated. All kinds of little mesh pockets, zipper if you want to just stick your wallet in here. During the first, at least for the first year, I didn't carry a purse. I just carried a diaper bag and my wallet. If I didn't have Erin with me, I'd take my wallet out. If I did have her with me, I just carried this. That way I have everything I need for her and for myself. But this is the Mosca. So it's really durable, really sturdy. It's not like heavy. It's not super bulky, but you have all the room you need to fill it up with the stuff that you need to take with you when you leave the house. Swaddling. For newborns anyway, when they can't break out of the swaddle quite as easily, I use swaddle blankets. I have 3 that I'm in love with right now. This one is a Tula blanket. I used this for everything. I used it in the car to cover her up. I used it as a nursing cover a couple of times. These are really, really soft. Definitely the Tula blanket, Tula swaddle is good. I also have this one that I love. It is from a small shop that I found on Instagram called Jack and J Designs. Really, really soft. It has little white palms. I got this one for Erin, actually. I try to buy a lot of gender neutral stuff for her so I can pass it down to her brother. And then this one is from High Street Littles. It's really thin, so it's gonna be perfect for him being born this summer. And you can see it has his name stamped on it. That's another Instagram shop I found. Again, High Street Littles, and I'll have all of these linked down in the comments for you guys. But I just thought this was so cute because it's personalized for him, and I'm gonna keep it forever. Next, almost done, is the video baby monitor. Some moms say, well, I'm not gonna use a crib. I'm not gonna put my kid to sleep in their bedroom. I'm not gonna need a monitor. But at some point, maybe you wanna shower while your baby's asleep. Sometimes we need just a few minutes to take a shower. Maybe your baby's crying and crying and crying, and there's nothing that you can do to stop them, and you just need to step outside for 5 minutes to get some fresh air and regroup. Having a video monitor will just help you have peace of mind whenever you decide to put them in their room or leave them somewhere unattended for a few minutes. This one is from Project Nursery. It has the camera, and then you have this screen here. I like this because you can talk to them. So recently I've actually put Erin in her room and I had to walk away. She wasn't going to sleep. I was getting frustrated. She wasn't. She was playing, but I just needed a minute to myself. So I left her in her room. I went in my room. But when she started to ask for me, I could talk to her, and she knew she wasn't abandoned. So I like that it has the two-way talk. It has a zoom. You can go, you can move the camera around, so you know, if it's a toddler in their room, you can look around and see where they are. This is a must. Video baby monitor from Project Nursery. My last one for you guys is onesies. My babies live in onesies, and I've already started collecting. This one says, I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, if you know that book. This one is super, super sweet. This one is from Coley's Crafts. It says, when I say boo, you say bee. Boo, bee, boo, bee. It actually has buttons all the way down the back and in the crotch. So if you have a blowout, that's gonna be an easy change. This one, I believe, is from Milo's Corner, I think. It says little nursling. Super, super sweet, and it's really soft. This one says, hey y'all, because I'm from Georgia, living in Colorado, but I still say hey y'all. L is for llama. This is just a t-shirt thrown in there with the onesies, but I have to show you. And then this one is from a shop called The Humble Souls, and it says mas besos, more kisses, because my baby will be getting all the kisses. And then just to go along with that, I like really soft pants. So these are from a shop called Wild Blue Littles. This one has bears and deer and wolves and mountains and all kinds of fun things. Again, with the gender neutral. That wasn't Erin's, but I just like those kinds of things. This is pants with a little soft matching hat. Oh my gosh, adorable. And then these little gray pants. Again, all of these are from Wild Blue Littles. Love them. And they're so soft. They're going to be so comfy. I just love to get those kinds of things for my baby. So that's it. That's my top 10. Make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss anything. And if you like what I have to say, then I'd love it if you give me a thumbs up or drop a comment below. And that's it. Thanks guys so much.